Strauss Zelnick just called the biggest GTA 6 reveal in over a year an appetizer. 1 week before the extended look airs, the man who runs Take-Two went on the record and told everyone in plain words that August 27th is not the main event. And I think that might be the smartest sentence anyone has said in this entire campaign. I'm Leon. If I don't know, I'll tell you. Let's drive in. The quotes here are confirmed, the reading of them is mine, and I'll flag which is which as we go. So here's the thesis. The appetizer line is doing a very specific job. It's a hedge that pays out no matter what happens on August 27th. And once you see the shape of it, you start noticing that Zelnick has been running the same play all month. Now, the quote itself. On August 7th, right after Take-Two published its first quarter results, Zelnick spoke to GamesIndustry.biz. He called the Netflix premiere one of the hors d'oeuvres and then spelled the menu out. There's appetizers, main course, and dessert to follow. This is actually how we know for certain that Rockstar has more planned between now and November 19th. He didn't say what those courses are, only that they exist. So what does that sentence actually do? Put yourself in the seat of the guy who has to protect a launch this size. If the extended look blows people away, he promised you a main course after it. If it underwhelms, well, he told you it was only a starter. Credit where it's due, the folks at GTA Boom read the mechanism the same way I did. One sentence, and both outcomes are covered in advance. I'm interpreting intent here, so grade that as my opinion and not as something Take-Two confirmed. And here's why I don't think it's a one-off. On the very same call, Zelnick described GTA 6 pre-orders as unprecedented and astonishing. Then he refused to raise the company's financial guidance. His reason? Pre-orders can still be canceled, and the game hasn't sold a single copy yet. We covered the pre-order story in its own video, so I won't rerun the numbers today. What matters here is the pattern. He lets the adjectives do the celebrating and keeps the excuse written in advance. The appetizer line is the marketing version of that exact discipline. There's a third quote from the same week that fits the frame. Talking to Jason Schreier at Bloomberg, Zelnick said the extended look will feel like watching a Netflix show, and that when it airs, you'll understand why they chose Netflix for the premiere. Both quotes are confirmed. My reading? He's resetting what kind of thing you're about to watch before you watch it. A demo invites one kind of scorecard, and a show invites a much friendlier one. Again, that's me speculating about intent, but it lines up a little too neatly with everything else. Now the fun part. What are the courses? The community has a tidy theory. Character trailers would be the appetizers, a full gameplay trailer the main course, and the launch trailer the dessert. I want to be clear about the tier here. That comes from Reddit threads, not from Rockstar or Take-Two, and it isn't even a consensus. It's one popular guess among several. A GTA Online reveal shows up in those same threads. Treat all of it as speculation. Reasonable speculation, sure, but nobody outside Rockstar knows the menu. Which brings us to the messiest claim of the week. A screenshot from Netflix's Portuguese site appeared to show 3 episode placeholders for the extended look, with runtimes of roughly 23, 24, and 18 minutes, over 66 minutes combined. Dexerto and Insider Gaming reported it, and the listing has since disappeared. GTA Boom flat out calls the 3 episode listing fake, so we have outlets I respect pointing in opposite directions. I have no way of knowing which one is right, so I'm not going to pretend I do. We find out in a week, and I'd rather wait 7 days than guess. Let's do the math on the metaphor, because it tells you something concrete. August 27th to November 19th is 84 days. Zelnick's menu has at least 3 more items on it after this appetizer. Even at that minimum, you're looking at a marketing beat roughly every 4 weeks through launch. For a company that went about 15 months between Trailer 2 and this reveal, that's a completely different rhythm. Remember the zero gameplay video? At this same point in the GTA 5 cycle, Rockstar was showing nothing at all. Against that standard, an 84-day runway with multiple planned reveals is already generous. That comparison stays at one sentence. We made that whole video already. Go watch it if you want the full timeline. So 1 week out, Where does this leave you? My honest advice is to take Zelnick literally. He runs the company, he chose the word appetizer, and he chose it after watching footage that you and I have not seen yet. That information gap is the whole story. When the person who has seen the footage tells you it's a starter, the smart move is to calibrate to the starter and let the main course surprise you. If I was to bet on it, I would say August 27th over-delivers against that framing, precisely because the framing was set low on purpose. But that's a bet, and I'm flagging it as one. Here's the closing thought. Expectation management usually sounds like a boring corporate reflex. When it's done this well, it's an instrument. Zelnick spent one sentence buying insurance on the biggest reveal of the year, and most of the coverage repeated the fun food metaphor without noticing what the sentence was for. Now you've noticed. So tell me in the comments, which course do you think the extended look actually is? The starter Zelnick claims, or the main event Rockstar built? If this breakdown earned it, a like helps more than you think, and subscribe, because right after August 27th, we're going frame by frame through the extended look itself, checklist in hand. That's where we're going next. Take care, and I'll see you after the appetizer.